Okay, so we're now going to focus on how to do a customization to a report. So you obviously have to be in your file and then you're going to go to reports or reporting. So in my case, I'm going to go reporting and I'm going to go all reports, which will bring me to this screen. We then have to find the report that you want to customize. So I'm going to take the profit and loss report itself and I'm going to do some customization on it. So I'm going to show you a few things as to what you can do in a customized report or how you can customize reports. So obviously, whenever we're working in Xero, we have to first tell Xero what is our date range that we want to work with. So for this purpose, I just want to compare 2 months. So I'm going to compare the 1st of February to so my month that I'm selecting is February. And the reason I'm choosing February is that in my demo file, I have not done a lot of processing, but I have done in Jan and Feb. So under compare with, I'm going to say 1 month because I now want to compare January and February together. I'm not going to choose any tracking categories or filters at the moment. When I go to more, I'm going to click on total because I want to see the total and then I'm going to click update. So you can see now that this is my profit and loss for the month end Feb 2025 and it's showing me February's results and January's results and it's giving me my total. So this is obviously just a normal report. There's no customization or anything that I've done as yet. Now, if I want to customize the report, I have to click on the bottom on Edit Layout. So when I click on Edit Layout, you'll see the screen now changes. It looks very different to what I have in my normal Xero report. So in here, this is where I will do my customization. So for example, if I want to edit the name of something, so I don't want this to be called trading income because as a nonprofit, I don't have trading income. So I am just going to, so you can see I could just double click on it and I can delete the word trading, right? And I just click out of it and it now updates, right? So that's one type of customization that I want to do. I want to now also customize where things are sitting in this report. So for example, I don't want interest income to be included under my income because interest income, it's not, my core activities. It's passive income that I'm earning. So you can see here, I've got interest income. So I'm going to click on it. And then you can see it turns to blue. And then I'm just holding down on my trackpad and then I'm going to drag it down and I'm going to drag it to other income. So now my interest income is no longer sitting under income itself. It's sitting under interest income. I can also do things like I can group sections or group expenses together. So for example, if I wanted to group maybe all of my office sort of costs together, right? So all I would do then is I'm going to find the expenses that I want to put together. So I'm going to click control and then I'm going to click cleaning. And now you can see on the right-hand side, it's saying group selection, right? Okay, so I'm going to just untick first because it was ticking interest income. So I'm going to go cleaning and then I'm going to press control. So I've got cleaning and I want to put maybe insurance. I want to put light and power. I want to put office expenses, rent, and telephone, right? And now you can see on the right, on hand side of my screen, it's saying 6 rows. And then I click on group selection and it now asks me to give it a title. So I'm going to call these office expenses. So I could type it here on the right-hand side, or I could type it where it says untitled group. And then as soon as I click off it, you can see now I do have a line item called office expenses, right? So if you have different projects or program costs, you can actually categorize your custom reports based on that, right? I can now do other things on this report. So for example, if I wanted to now have, so you can see I've got January and February together, and then I've got my total. So if I now wanted to add in a column to say, for example, what is the movement between January and February, I can do that. So at the top, you can see there's all these different little icons. If I hover over them, you'll see this one says insert a row. This one says insert a column. So I'm going to click insert column and then it gives me options. So what do I want to insert? Do I want to insert the date, a budget, a formula, notes, percentage or variance, right? Or tracking. So for this purpose, I'm going to say variance. And to add a variance column, first delete the existing total column. This prevents errors like double counting. Okay. Okay, so now you can see I've got a variance column in here and I now need, so I clicked on it because now I need to tell Xero how must it calculate my variance. So I obviously want February minus January, right? So because I want to see the movement for the month. So on the right hand side, I've got to say my first column is going to be February 2025. My second column is going to be January 2025. And if I wanted it to show it as a percentage, I can do that, but I don't want to do that. And then what is the heading going to be? So here I'm just leaving it as variance, right? And then I click out of it. And you'll see that it has now on the right hand side, you can see my preview has updated. So once I am done with all of this, I have to then click on update layout because I have to tell Xero to update it. And then I need to say save as. So here I'm going to save as a custom report. And then this is going to say profit and loss monthly with variance. And then I click save. So the reason you've got to give it a name is that you now have, if I open up on my little on the left hand side here, you'll see I now have, so there's my Xero report, standard report, profit and loss, which is the normal one that we would raise. And there you can see I've got a recently updated custom reports, which is profit or loss monthly with variance. Okay, and if I click on it, it's going to take me to my report itself.